we want to touch on a few other topics here. So I mentioned some former LSU players. Arik Gilbert, of course, turned in his freshman year after being a 5-star and one of the few 5-stars at tight end in the nation from year to year. That's a rarity. And Arik Gilbert signs with LSU, turns in a decent season. I think he had about 35 catches, 3 or 4 touchdowns, goes to Florida. Only spends about a half hour, a cup of coffee, basically, a month there at Florida. That's pretty much the deal for Arik Gilbert. And what are the realistic hopes that he's coming back to LSU?
Well, I wouldn't say signed, sealed, and delivered, but it's up to Arik. It's not only we're past the invitation process, we're past the prodigal son has returned moment. I wrote that article months ago. We had that intel months ago. Maybe not months, maybe like 2 months or something. I'll have to look, but it was a little bit back there. Right after he decommitted from Florida. It was maybe about 2 weeks, 3 weeks after that, something like that. But things were moving quickly. Now they've been kind of in the background because right now what he's doing is the academics to raise that sub 2.0 GPA. And that includes a lot of rigorous online courses. He's enrolled at LSU right now. So, I mean, people want to say, Arik Gilbert, he's back at LSU as a student. So he's just a short little gallop away from being on that field, Mark. And you know what we're talking about here. When that offense gets Arik Gilbert potentially back in that fold, with that redemption, with that passion, that intensity back, with that focus, with that drive, Jake Peetz's offense, that running game is going to be wide open too as well. But that passing game is going to be absolutely just something sick, Mark. I mean,